Hey guys, give me 1 second. I'm just setting up my Facebook Live too. So just want to make sure that is up and running. Where am I going? Live video. Here we go. Okay. Rio, yeah. And Snowball. Okay, cool. iPad Air to repair. And that will be my title. And there goes my dog. Okay. 3, 2, 1, live. Okay, sweet. Okay. So, hello, everybody. And it is now 11 o'clock at night. Give me 1 second. Just going to turn on this light. All right, there we go. All right, so as the title states, I will be doing an iPad Air 2 repair. And I'm just going to pull this up on iFixit. What was it? iPad Air 2 iFixit. Oh, I didn't default my thing to Google. All right, there we go. iPad Air 2 repair. Okay, don't ask again. I think that says LTE. Yes. Okay, so this one is going to be fun. So for those who are interested, I'll put the link here for those who want to follow along. And then also for my YouTube one, I will be basically, I'll put the link in the description below. So, okay. So for those who are joining for the first time, probably not. My name is Kevin, and my company, Freelance Computing. Basically, I do fixing stuff. Pretty much is the best way of putting it. So, this is a client of mine. Her name is Andrea, and she works for this company called Pro Turf in Pelham, New Hampshire. They mainly do landscaping and all that other fun stuff. So look them up on Google. Same thing, I'll put a link in the description. So this is basically her iPad 2 for work. So, I need a bigger desk, right? So she had it in this like pretty diesel case. But of course, she wasn't really the one. It was all rubberized and everything. This is just a screen protector. It's a plastic. It's not tempered glass or anything. But what ended up happening was her coworkers actually use it on the field. And what she thinks happened is that they dropped it. Now, she stated that she dropped it with this case before and nothing happened. But what she thinks is that whoever was using it dropped it and like physically like kicked it. And I was like, oh, well, that's too bad. So actually, let me move the camera really quick so you guys can see the damage to it. All right, so try to get a good angle. So you could already see a couple of cracks over here, a couple of cracks here in the center, that sort of thing. The reason why it's so shiny right now is because I took the liberty of covering it with packaging tape. And I think I stated this before, but basically, if you don't do the packaging tape or you have no sort of like screen protector, as you're removing the screen, pieces of glass will fling towards you, and it's already happened to me before. And I can tell you now, it is not a good feeling, especially trying to get bits of shrapnel out of your eyeballs. So that's not really fun. So what I'm using here is my iFixit kit. I swear by this thing. This thing is fantastic. Parts over here is just the adhesive and the gasket. We might not have to use those, but hey, you know what? This whoever that she ordered it from, they did a good job, and it actually came with it. It wasn't anything extra. All right, so the parts that I'm going to be using is the suction cup, the guitar picks, and then like a little splunger spatula thing to kind of carve around to get the adhesive off. And then after that, we'll dig into the screwdriver set here. And I'm probably going to need this splunger. Yeah, this plastic splunger. Okay. So, or maybe I might have to use this too. So in the guide, I guess for normal iPads, when you disconnect the battery, you don't have to worry about it reconnecting. But for some reason in this guide, it says that you need to keep the thing lifted so you don't cause any type of short. So these are actually plastic. So I might just open it up and stick it underneath there. And that should be able to hold it up away from the connector. So as I'm removing the screen, it won't cause any shorts. But we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm just using my beanbag to kind of warm up the screen and try to loosen up the adhesives. So, and they said to start up here near the camera. Basically, use the plunger, get right in there, and basically lift it up enough to fit one of these guitar picks in there. Only part about using packaging tape, you can't really get a good suction. Now that I just realized this, so I don't know if this is going to work really well or not. If it doesn't work, since the screen's already damaged, I might just be able to get at least something in there. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, shit. And the part that sucks about this too, because where it's cracked, as I'm lifting it, I can't get a whole. Oh, jeez, yeah, it's just ripping off the tape. I can't get the whole piece up there. Oh, this is going to be quite difficult. All right, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to peel the packaging tape back so I could actually get access to the actual screen. And for those watching me live, hopefully I won't get bits of glass in my face. But it's popping up, but it's not cooperating with me. Sorry for the noise, guys. Oh, Jesus. All right, this might not happen. All right. So let's see if I can at least get my sponge. No. Yeah, man, this is not gonna be enjoyable. Oh, okay, good. All right, so let's say I got something in there. All right, sweet. All right, so I got my entry point. See that? All right, so hi, Daniel, Steve, and oh, hey, Rama, how's it going? All right, so at least I got some people watching. I was talking to Eva basically about doing this video, and I was concerned that it might be a little bit too late, but she said, no, you should be. Well, maybe not. Maybe you should. Doesn't, whatever. And I was like, you know what? It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday. People should still be up. Maybe. So, I don't know. Okay, so if you guys could not really see, but because there's a crack right here, it's lifting already, and I can't really get to this part. So I am going to try to use this and cut like I had, not really cut, but kind of get underneath. Let me grab a garbage can. So I could start throwing away the little bits that are going to be flying off pretty much. So here's one piece that's already starting to come off. And that makes it a little bit difficult because now I can't really get where it was before with the other side. Ooh, with the other side. So come on. Yep. Get in there. You know you want to. Oh yeah, and also another important part is while you're cutting underneath or trying to get underneath, you have to make sure you get under the correct layer. I guess there's multiple layers that are in here. So if you get to the top layer, you're basically just peeling off the screen without the LCD. Okay. Oh yeah, this is going to be really fun. All right. All right. Yep. So I already got some of that glass. Ooh, Jesus. See? So here's a piece. Yeah, right there. Look at that. There's already a piece that came off. But anyways, all right. So basically now what I have to do is that I have to basically try to get the big pieces while keeping the adhesive or preventing the adhesive from re-sticking to itself. So just a heads up, this is probably going to be a decently long video. Normally, normally it's quicker, but because of the situation with the screen and how every single time I'm trying to lift it, like pieces are falling off, like it's gonna be a bit. So I have to basically warm up the adhesive to try to loosen it, and then start prying at it again. And then at a point where it's cracked, I have to try to dig underneath with this and get it so I could put one of these guitar picks underneath it to kind of hold it from sticking again. So, but we'll see. And I might have to run back upstairs and re-microwave this just to get it hotter. I did it before I started the video, but it cools pretty quickly, especially that I haven't opened up like this. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And for those who haven't really, if you guys have been following, I know it's been a while since I've actually done a video. So, yeah, I figured this will be entertaining for you guys, especially at the risk of having glass shrapnel into my eyeballs. So, I mean, that's always a good time, right? All right. If you hear me go silent, the reason why is because I'm trying to like focus and get to where I need to get to. Yeah, this is not. Oh my god. God, this adhesive sucks. All right. And there's one thing getting into it from the top, getting it from the sides. I don't really have much like leeway with it, so I kind of just have to. Yeah, and I just yeah, this is not gonna be fun at all. I should have tagged my friend Andrea in this because this is technically her laptop that I'm working on. So I might be able to cheat with a card, maybe. Oh yeah, this is not good. All right, guys. I'm gonna run upstairs and reheat this bag and try to heat this up. I do have a heat gun, but I really don't want to use it. I'm never really comfortable with heat guns. Because it might cause more damage on the inside. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's try this again. Try to heat this up All right. I'm trying to think if it's better for me to just start from where I am and just work down this way, or start from this side. But this part is delicate because there's still a ribbon cable that's connected to the home button. And I don't want to rip that cable by accident because Apple does not make it easy to replace the home button because they have it as a married or matched pair. So if you try, hey buddy, if you try to just put in like another home button, your Touch ID and your fingerprint reader and everything like that, it actually won't work anymore because that's what Apple likes to do. All right, I'm just gonna have to. Yeah, this is not. Oof. Yeah, little bits of glass are shooting out everywhere. All right, so I'm going to try to go back to the other side and see what I could do with that. What's going on, buddy? But I'll still keep it warmed up so I can at least get the adhesive off. Okay. That's the part that sucks. I have to basically, I'm trying to get underneath the screen to where the adhesive is so I could start scraping that up. But at the same time, when I try to do that, I'm at the risk of getting the glass. But at least the packaging tape does help. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Working a little bit better on this side, so. No. Shit. Oh, come on. And the angle is really hard too because I'm trying to keep it like flat, but still trying to get underneath. You might see me scraping a lot. Come on. Yep. Oof. There's a piece of glass in my mouth. That's always fun. Jesus Christ. All right, so it's going to be a lot of like back and forth with this thing. I actually might have to start from this bottom side and go up this way because this is way too damaged. I can't get in there. That kind of sucks. All right, let me see if we can at least cut into this. Probably not. Oh, Jesus. Why do I do live videos? I don't know. Maybe for the entertainment of other people. I always get a kick out of it, so. All right, where's my card? Yeah, and what I'm afraid of is this is starting to re-adhesive back to what I already did, and I don't want it to re-stick, so trying to keep it from doing that. Oh my God. All right. God, they make it look so easy online. It drives me absolutely nuts how easy they make it. But you know, in real life, it is not this easy at all. Actually, this is... Oh, you're kidding me. It didn't come with the web. Oh, no. Shit. All right, great. So it doesn't come with the webcam either. Jesus Christ. Yeah, cut all the way through. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Let's try to get in there. Let's start from the other side of it. Yeah. Nope, it's not going to work because it wants me to lift from the, yeah, that's what I thought. Jesus. Okay, so I think I might just have to like manhandle this and just get the screen off and deal with all the glass shards afterwards. Because this is not going to sit pretty while I'm doing this. So hopefully I won't have too much glass shooting everywhere, and I'm just going to have to basically shovel it off. God, this sucks. This sucks really bad. All right. Let me try using maybe this might help. So the nice thing about the iFix is it gives you like plenty of stuff you could use to kind of get what you want done. Oh yeah, the glass is just shredding right now. Oh, yes. As long as I could get it enough to lift the screen off. But what sucks is that I have to go all the way down this strip and then all the way down this strip and just pull the whole thing off. I mean, I did have to do this before on a different one, but this is a lot worse. See, you're already seeing like these little bits of glass like shredding off. So, but hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? But what I want to do is at least get a card under there so I have some more leverage. But every single time I try to get a piece in there and lift it, it's just shredding the glass even more. Because all the adhesive is all along the edge. And that's the part that kind of sucks. I can't get underneath it and stick like something to kind of streamline it all the way through. Every single time I try to do that, a piece of glass basically breaks off and I can't get a good smooth like piece underneath. So I basically just have to shovel it all the way through. And the fact that I'm a lefty too, so that doesn't really help. Oh God. Okay, here we go. I'll go away from me so you guys could get into the action and really see what's going on. All right, come on. Give me something. Come on. Jesus. At least glass isn't like flying everywhere, so that's always a plus, right? Warm it up again. Oh my God. Nope. See, I can't get. Ugh, come on. Just can't get underneath it without having to use something sharp. All right, you know what? Let's try the other side. This helps. I think I might have some glass in my eye. I'm not sure. Ugh. Nope. I think I'm good. All right. And once again, my brother, if he was watching this, he'd be like, dude, where are your safety glasses? WTF, mate? And I'll be like, nah. That's for wussies. Oh, no. See, I should have kept the guy. Ah, crap. And this is why you leave the guitar picks in here, because now I just re-adhesive all this. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Leave a guitar pick in there. Try to get in there. I didn't even charge her much for this install either. I think I only charged her like $80. That's totally my mistake. I should have definitely charged more, but that's all right. She's a good client of mine, so I'm not gonna argue against it. Ooh. Maybe I might be able to get something here. Maybe. Not quite. Nope. Still bad. Man. What the hell, Apple? Why do you guys have to suck so bad? Jesus. Just let me get underneath. I'm tempted just to take this and just rip it. Oh, you have no idea how bad I want to do that right now. Oh, because the screen's already busted. So, you know what? Why not? I think I could get a good enough grip that I should be able to at least pry it up. Maybe. Oh, boys and girls, this is going to be a very bad time right now. Oh, wow. I should not be doing this, but that's okay. The thing is, as long as I warm up the adhesive enough, and as long as I don't break this part down below, then I should be okay. All right, here we go. Probably use something to guide me up with it. Oh, now you decide to work. Look at it. Look at this. You see how well this is peeling right now after I decide to threaten it? Yes, son of a B. All right, well, that part's done. For the most part. Oh, yeah, that piece came like, look at that. So, see, that's what I wanted to do. Have it nice and clean all the way through. Let's see if we can do the same thing on the other side without having to risk my life or my vision. Yeah, Nano, you missed it. I do have a heat gun, but I don't like using heat guns doing this, only because I'm just afraid that I might cause more damage, like on the components inside. So that's why I tried like not to use it. Yeah, this is just gonna cleanly break all the way through. Yeah, there. Look at that. Oh. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. So, all right, so I could see the ribbon cable. So now I have to try to get underneath this and break up the adhesive here, but not rip out the rib. Oh, yes. Oh, you see that slicing right there? Perfect. Oh, until I hit that point. Shit. All right, so that part's okay. That's done. Now I got to go from the other side. Oh, no, that's shit. That's shit right there. Oh, okay. All right, no, I got it. All right, just gonna nicely slice. Oh, so close. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna start pulling away. And I should still be able to get it open without damaging the ribbon cable. All right. Oh, man. This is not how I wanted this to go, but you know what? It's better than nothing. Okay. Jesus. All right, boys and girls. All right, so here's the inside of it. Huh? Other than pure frustration, how have you been? I've been actually doing very well, Nano. Thanks for asking, man. I appreciate it. Doing stuff like this, getting, glass everywhere and other fun stuff. No, just been doing the normal stuff, just working, keeping busy, trying to get my Amazon stuff going. As you could probably see all the posts that I've been doing. Just got back from California, actually, so that was actually a good time. Met up with a couple of friends over there. We were supposed to do a cruise, but because of beautiful New England weather, our flight got canceled. Not just once, twice. I'm going to grab a vacuum real quick just to suck up all this glass graffiti. Not graffiti. What's the word I'm looking for? That's sparkles. Confetti. All right. Sorry for the noise, guys. Okay. Sorry. I hope I gave you enough time to mute your speakers. I don't actually know how loud that was, but if it was pretty loud, I do apologize for that. Okay. So now here comes the nitty gritty. So now I have to. Where am I? All right, so Phillips screw, and then put this thing in there. All right, cool. So now I need to figure out what size. I think it's either a 00 or a 000. Let's try a triple because Apple likes to use wicked tiny screws because they're a pita. Oh, you guys probably can't see what I'm doing, so switch it over to this view. All right, so there is the battery holder. So we'll take that screw out. Move it here. All right, so this is what they said that I needed to do. I needed to lift this part here. I didn't realize the difficulty doing this with one hand. So don't mind me, guys. I'm just going to try to see if I could get... How the hell? Really? To reduce risk, you can use a battery isolation pick. Luckily, the client didn't care too much because she barely used it. Oh, wait. I actually did an iPad screen replacement. I said didn't have an iFixit, and the screen I used was some cheap Chinese knockoff because the top part of the screen didn't. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, that's pretty shitty, dude. How am I supposed to? Oh, okay. So I need to. Huh. So they actually took one of these guitar picks and cut. So it looks like, you know what? I should have something to. What do I have? Okay, this might be a little bit too thick for it to fit underneath. So I'm just using like a plastic paper clip. See if that'll let me get under there, but I don't think so. So I think I might have to use one of these. How the hell did he get it under there, though? Oh, wow, it's actually really... Oh. All right, you know what? Okay, I'm going to fit one. All right, hopefully I got it pretty much like wedged in there. Well, one side at least, so that should be good enough. We'll find out. Okay, so now next I need to remove the 3 other screws. Oh, Jesus. All right, this might be... The glass is getting in my way. This is fantastic. All right. Oh, God, I really hope Andrea watches this afterwards. Are they all the same? Yeah, they're all the same. So the nice thing about this, at least, I don't have to worry about the placement of the screws. Normally with iPhones, for example, they are very particular to where the screws are located. Some are longer, some are shorter, and I think before one of them was actually non-magnetic. And yes, it was true that if you put the screws in the wrong location, it will actually damage the new screen, which in my mind was complete BS, but I can see why they did it. Like this BS with the whole like battery connector thing. Like, I mean, come on. Really? You're gonna do me dirty like that? Like, come on. Yeah, Louis Rossman, he is fantastic. I think it's just a lot of patience, but he's probably been doing it for a lot longer than us. So I don't really, I can't really say that. I'm not surprised at what he does. Okay, so. Oh, okay. So I need to take that piece and then the thing. Okay, so I guess the tough part is done. Got the screen off, so that's good. Now the next part is I'm not going to transfer this stuff yet. I'm going to do that later. So put that with the screen. The next step I would have to do now is to clean off all this edge and see how it still has like all the glass and everything in there. So this is when it gets to get really dirty and just start scraping off all this crap and hopefully not damage my eyeballs at the same time. So, and it looks like I will have to use the adhesive strips that did come with it. Looks like a nightmare. Yeah. Oh, Angela, you have no idea. Like I don't know if you saw the beginning of it, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a paper towel. That'll be all right. I think I'll be okay. All right. Now I'm trying to think. You know what? Let me get my X-Acto. This has been doing me wonders when it comes to cleaning out the stuff, because I could get right underneath the adhesive and just lift and pull that piece of glass clean off along with the adhesive. So as long as I don't, cut my finger. There we go. Little bit at a time. All right, so I'm probably not going to be too talkative during this part because I am dealing with loose glass and an X-Acto blade. So I do apologize if I'm not as chatty as I usually am, but this part I have to be very careful with because, like I said, I could really cause some serious damage to my hands and to my eyes. So, yeah, kids, don't try this at home unless you're really confident and you really know what you're doing. I'm just really glad that at least this left side of it came off pretty clean. This is what I'm worried about. So see all those jagged edge pieces, like shark teeth. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not planning on stabbing the battery either. That's why I'm moving outward, like an outward direction. That's another thing I think I mentioned too. I noticed like whenever I see people like trying to like cut open stuff, they always cut towards them. And I'm like, do you want to stab yourself? Like, I don't get what you're doing. I always try to like cut like away from me. I know you can't really handle it as well as it coming towards you, but I would rather deal with the struggle than deal with a sharp blade coming towards me. So, all right. Here we go. Yeah, this is nice. I could get right underneath there. And then see this stuff here, that's all the remaining. Oh, excuse me. It's all that glass dust that I'm allergic to. Just kidding. All the remaining adhesive, at least I could now get to it with the X-Acto blade and just peel it right off just like that. So that's also extra helpful. Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Sometimes I hate seeing underneath what I'm working on because all these like loose little cables and stuff, I think that I cut them. And I'm like, oh God, that sucks. All right, here we go. Get into the good parts now. And yes, I'm using my bare fingertips to lift off the stuff off the X-Acto blade. Because I'm pulling away from the blade, not into it, so I don't stab myself. So just in case you guys were wondering if I was basically contradicting what I was saying at some degree. Of course, I'm picking off glass with my bare fingers, so whatever. I don't even think Walmart. I think Walmart, they have OSHA, but it's like just for show, so they don't get sued. I'm honestly, because I knew some people that worked at Walmart too, and yeah, they don't follow shit. I'm pretty sure. All right, you know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to cut down. Yes, yeah, come on, work with me. Yep. Just, oof. Okay. Just to at least loosen that up. The only nice thing about still having the adhesive underneath is that, like I was saying before, I could just get underneath it with the X-Acto blade and just start lifting everything up. So that's always a plus. And I'm not going to lie, like, to be honest with you, if I was doing this by myself, after getting the screen off, doing this, like all the cleanup, is actually kind of calming. You know, you just kind of just take your time with it, you know, and yeah, it was a pain in the ass in the beginning getting the screen off, but you know, now that you got the toughest part done and over with, now this is just like cleanup type of thing, you know. You know, until you get to a point where, I mean, granted, I built up calluses on the tip of my fingers. So when I'm grabbing this piece of, you know, shark teeth, I don't like, you know, break skin or anything. But I could do see some people's concerns that if they have like, you know, no calluses and they grab a piece, it will shunk like right into their skin. So that's not a good time. But at the same time, this is not my first time dealing with like a cracked screen in this nature. So I kind of know how to prevent myself from getting injured and how much pressure to apply and all the other fun stuff. So how long has this been going for? Holy crap, it's already been 42 minutes. Jeez. I'm sorry, guys, that this is boring for you, but man, I just figured, you know what, why not? I don't even know who's still watching. I think, Nano, you're the only person still watching. Oh, wait, no, I got two people. Hey, Hoban, what's going on, man? You might want to watch the beginning of this video after it gets reposted because that was the fun part. I'm now just doing cleanup before I put on the new screen. But you missed a part where I just got completely frustrated and I literally just took the screen and just ripped it off. Actually, I can show you. See? Look at how pretty that looks. So all those parts that are missing is all the glass that I'm cleaning off right now. Yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah. If I zoom in real close, it might look like mountains in Alaska. But, which, if you haven't been there, you definitely should. It's a beautiful country. I mean, a beautiful state. All right, here we go. Getting into the corners here. And at least now I have some pretty big pieces that I could probably just peel back. Oh, yeah, look at that. I can just peel it right back. Yep, there we go. Nicely done. All right, so I guess I'm glad that they did include this adhesive because I'm definitely going to need it. I just need to figure out how to put it on. Ugh, it's gonna suck, but whatever. Figure it out. I don't know if I'm gonna live stream that part because that could get quite messy. So I might just put on the screen, test it, see if it works, and then if the screen works, depending on how long the stream's been going, I might just end the stream there. Oh, I should not be doing this. Oh, yes. And usually I'm not. I don't really get that frustrated, but man, it's just like you get to a certain point where you're just like, you know what? I already know it's broken. And why am I still being delicate with this? Like, I don't need to be delicate anymore. And at that point, I'm just like wasting more time. So that's why I just decided, you know what? I could just pull this whole thing off and just clean it up later. Yes, it's not as clean, but at least the hard part is over. Ah, oh, beautiful. All right. So I think I got all the, yeah, just a couple of bits here and there. And the only reason why I'm being so anal about this is because when I put on that new screen and if I press it down and there's a piece of glass that shatters it from the underneath, I'll be like completely, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't think there's any words for me to explain how pissed I'd be. All right. Give it a nice light little tap to get any loose glass shards out of there. All right, and this is still pretty stable, so all right. Okay, I think we are good to at least test a new screen, but in order for me to test a new screen, I have to transfer the home button and all that other fun crap. All right, here we go. All right, so let's do the easy part first. I think I could pop this part out. Actually, how would I do that shit? Goes right in. Ugh, all right. Silicone deadly to make the products as difficult. Oh, dude, like, all right. So I know I talked about this before, but I actually attempted to do an iPhone 7 Plus repair, and I totally forgot that they married the or you know how they secure the home button to the actual screen with that chip. So I swapped the screen and everything worked fine, but the home button didn't work. I'm like, fuck. So then I tried to take off this metallic layer that actually has the chip embedded in it instead of desoldering it because I suck at soldering. And I basically killed his original screen and I destroyed one of the screens that I had because as I'm trying to take off the piece, the adhesive was too. I went through the wrong side and then I ended up cutting the entire ribbon cable. So I was like, oh, that's fantastic. I just ruined the screen. And then I told him, and he's like, dude, don't worry about it. But because of that, it caused a lot more issues following through. So I ended up just taking the hit for it. And yeah, I just ended up just giving him another phone that I had. Because I was like, dude, like, I'm not gonna be a douche and screw you over with that. So so the nice part about having the glass shatter, I could actually break it up some more and pull off the piece that I want. Look at that. Thing pop right out. Like it was meant to be. Sucker. All right, anyway, sorry. And then just this little gasket thingy. Ooh, this should be fun. Yeah, this gasket thingy is not going to work very well, but you know what? No, it's ruined. Yeah, I can't. It's all stuck in it. You know what? Yeah, that just got completely shredded. Whatever. This is the most important part, though, is the cover. Excuse me. Is there any specific way this has to go on? No? Yeah, look at that. Goes on just like that. Perfect. I don't even know why it has that shielding over it, but whatever. Okay, so now carry on. Let's see. All right, so I got that off, got the screen off. Okay, home button disassembly. Yes. Here we go. Delayed assembly face down. Oh, and I just crank it off? Seriously? Oh, wait, I missed something. No, I totally missed something. What the hell? Use plastic to pry the bracket off the home button. But there's tape over it. What are you talking about? What? How the Oh, I am not liking this part. That does not look. I can't just crank it off. What are you talking about? There's a piece of tape. Remove the home bracket and peel the tape connected to it. What? I don't like where this is going. Oh Jesus! All right. And Nano, you definitely should invest in a iFixit kit because I'm telling you, bro, this thing will save your life. Like, I mean, legit. I've tried to like do other things without it. Oh, here we go. It was just a piece of tape. Yeah. I've done repairs without it, and I'm telling you, man, it's like night and day. It's such a difference when you use an iFixit kit. How does he just pop this thing off? I don't get it. Like, I know it's adhesive, but Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're coming off. Yeah, you are. Give it. Bring it home, baby. Come on. Bring it home. Ah ha ha. Oh shit. All right. All right. What is going on? Why is there a oh, excuse me. Oh god, this is so confusing. Is this just tape? That's what it is? Okay. So I cranked this thing off and I don't know if this is a ribbon cable or what, but there's definitely something attached to this, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. All right. I'm hoping it was just tape. And that doesn't actually. Huh. What did I just do? Peel off ZIF connector. Use the flat end. Okay. Okay, so I need all that. All right. So I have to peel off the tape. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I think I already screwed up the home button, but hey, we'll see what happens when I move it. God dang. Man, they really really make sure you can't fix this on your own. Like legit. Okay, so I got that piece of tape off. Now I have to get this piece of tape off. Or maybe not. No, it's just one whole thing. Jesus Christ. They love their adhesives. Sorry, guys. Once again, I'm being silent because I'm focused and trying not to mess this thing up. So don't mind my silence, please. Okay, got that. And now I have to get the home button off along with the gasket. It would help if this thing was not messed up. Shit. All right, let's hope this one's still yes. Okay, good. God, get out of my way. Nope, can't get over there. So, trust the X-Acto. I mean, like I said before, they gave me a gasket, but I would rather just reuse the one that I have here versus getting a new one. So, actually, I'm going to see if I could just push it from the other end and just pop it out. Usually have pretty good luck. Come on. Wow, this gasket is actually really in there. Ah, there we go. Yes, I knew you'd listen to me. Okay. Boop, there we go. Beautiful. All right. Okay. Got all that just for this little bit. Just this little bit right here. Pain in my butt. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay. So now I am officially done with this piece of garbage. Now I get to transfer everything onto this bad boy right here. Look at that. And hopefully I didn't screw anything up. But I won't know until I put everything back together. So we shall see. Okay. So it needs to go on this way. Jeebus. All right, there we go. God, you couldn't make these connections any smaller. Is it really all it was? Just stick everything back on. Okay. Seriously? That's it? I feel like I'm missing something here. Like I should be... Excuse me. This does not feel right at all. Okay, peel that off. If you are replacing some assembly has slightly different home button connecting, which will require you to fold over the home button in an S shape. I can't even see what the hell he's talking about. What the hell? What? What do you mean S shape? What are you talking about? Some assembly has slightly different home button connector placement that will require you to fold over the home button cable in an S shape like shown in the picture. Your plane will be missing the sleep wake sensor that is necessary for smart cover use. No, it's right there. Right? That's a sleep wake, I think, right? What? All right, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. At the same time, like, what is? Oh no way. Okay, so it's there, but don't tell me I have to resolder. What? Smart. If you want to maintain, you'll need to transfer this. Desolder the 4 pads on the lower left of the display and remove the sensor. What? I did not sign up for this. What are you? Oh no! You've got to be okay. So, shit. So apparently, there's this sensor thingy here that I need to desolder. How am I so? What? I have to desolder to remove the assembly. The following instructions for transferring the sensor to the new. Oh my god. You have. Mr. Mute. Alright, hold on, guys. I need to watch this. Okay, so there is the sticker. Uh-huh. Wow, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, sweet Jesus. Are you freaking kidding me right now? All right, so apparently, oh god, this is just a rabbit hole I do not want to be going down right now. Just a really bad rabbit hole. Is it really a pad here? Yes, of course there is. All right, so I am never doing an iPad 2 replacement ever again because Apple really, really did it this time. Okay. I don't think I could just rip this out. Can I? So apparently there is this pad that I need to desolder and resolder somehow, which I don't have any soldering tools. Are you kidding me? I doubt this is going to work, but you know what? At this point, I might as well just try it because what the hell is this? Oh, that's adhesive. I really doubt this is going to work. So this thing here is a soldering iron, but it's called cold heat. So what's nice about this is that I don't have to plug it in or anything. It just runs off a battery, and it never gets hot. I have used this before to do like very, very, very minor soldering stuff, but I don't know if this is going to even register. So basically how this works is that you have to get in contact with the solder, and then it actually solders it. But see how the light's not blinking red or turning red? So it means that I can't get in contact with this at all, which means I can't desolder this pad to transfer it over to the new one. You know, Apple, I really, you know what? Good for you guys. I'm glad you make it like just painfully difficult for you to play. I mean, at the same time, though, I think you could actually buy the screens that come with that piece that you need. But I'm not gonna start desoldering stuff and all the other crap that I know that I cannot do. Like I'm not even gonna risk it. Because knowing me, I'll try to like do something to it and then cause more damage, and then guess what? I owe them a new iPad. So you know what? No. I'm skipping it. They could hit the power button themselves. Shut it off. All right. I gotta put this thing back on. However the heck I do it. Are you really just held on by an adhesive? Seriously? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to do is put the cover back on because I need this in order for you to get that button press. But in order for me to do it, I have to make sure that the button is completely straight and in the direction that it's supposed to be facing. So that is what I'm trying to do now. And it's a really pain in my butt because there's no notch or anything to really notify like which way it's going. So you pretty much just have to kind of wing it. I guess I just stick this piece back on. Or does it go higher? No, that's a good press. All right. I feel like this piece is supposed to go higher. But how high? Oh man. I have to admit, this is probably one of the most difficult like screen replacements I have literally done. like in my lifetime, and I've been doing this quite a bit. But man, Apple they make things just harder and harder. And I get it as a company, okay, but I mean, come on, guys. Like, legit. All right, that'll hold. Okay, so I'm not going to put on the adhesives. Like I said before, I'm going to just put it together for now. And just even see if the screen works. I mean, I'm already over an hour into this, and now I'm doing the screen. Like I feel so like defeated almost. I mean, I know I could get this to work, but it's just like little things like the soldering and all the other stuff. I'm like, dude, like what are you talking about? And did I look at the guide first very briefly? And I totally missed a memo about having that soldering thing. Now, for those who don't know what that is, so sometimes you could get, it's like a magnetic cover. And when you put the cover on, it shuts the screen off. When you open the cover, it turns it on. That's what that sensor is. Is it necessary? No. Am I going to desolder it and transfer it? No, I'm not doing that. And I'm just going to tell her, like, listen, there was this part that doesn't work anymore. And honestly, she's not going to care. She doesn't even, like, I showed you, look at this. She doesn't even use that. Like, it is for work. This is the case that she uses. So it's not magnetized or anything fancy. And she's usually pretty good. If I told her what that thing does, she's like, I would really not even give a crap. All right, sorry guys. I just had to take like a quick break. I don't want to mess this up. And yes, I vape, so I'm just gonna vape for a little bit, drink some water, get my head collected. And of course, this is live, so I'm not too like shy about stuff. But what I will show you actually while I do this, some other things that I will be working on too. So this is for my wife's cousin's child. It's called a Sprout Channel Cubby. Basically, well, that's just a memory card. It's basically like a child's tablet. But if you notice, look at that beautiful crack on that screen right there. See that? Yeah, right dead center. So funny story about this. So he cracks. Now, mind you, this was like I think 2 years ago. So he cracks the screen. And for the longest time, like they didn't think about like fixing it or whatever. And then they're like, "Oh wait, that's right, you fix stuff. So can you fix it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. It doesn't look hard. It actually has a guide on iFixit." So I went on iFixit, looked it up, and replaced the screen. And I kid you not, the next day he cracks it, and now his parents were upset. Because they just had the screen fixed. But the best part about it, like, I think at this time he was only like 5 years old. And the funniest part about this thing is that he literally avoided me like the plague for at least I want to say at least like 2-3 weeks or whatever, because we used to go there every Sunday. Excuse me, because her parents, they live in a duplex. So Eva's parents live on one side and then her cousins live on the other. So every single time I would go there for dinner, like, her cousins would come over and he would not. It just avoided me because he knows he screwed up. And then the funny part about it is Kim, the mom, would be like, "Oh my, like Jackson is like so scared to see you right now because of what he did." And I was like, okay. So I let it go for a little bit. And every single time he would just not talk to me. So finally, I'm like, okay, I can't keep this going on or whatever. So I went next door and I sat with him and I confronted him. And not even like 10 seconds into it, he just starts bawling his eyes out. He's crying, saying, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make you mad, yada, 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 this and that. And I was like, listen, Jackson, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, right? Because that's what you tell every child. And I told him, like, do you understand why I'm disappointed in you? And he was like, maybe. And I told him, I was like, listen, you cracked the screen and your parents paid money to have me fix it. But then the moment after I fixed it, you broke it again. Why did you do that? He's like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, listen, like, you need to understand what's going on here. And I was trying to explain to him the whole, like, you know, like, A, take responsibility, and B, you should appreciate what your parents are doing for you. So then after that, you know, I mean, we hugged it out and everything. I mean, he's adorable, but sometimes he just like freaks out about the weirdest stuff. And then after that, we became like pretty much like best buddies. So now that he's older, she asked me like, "Hey, would you mind fixing it again?" I'm like, "Would you mind paying for me to fix it again?" Like, I don't know what to tell you. But she was like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and do it," because now that he's older, you know, he's been doing pretty well. But the only thing is, though, he has a little brother who's 2 years younger than he is. So I told Cam, I was like, okay, so if I fix this, I know Jackson will be fine, but will Zach be okay with it, the younger brother? And she was like, he's probably never going to touch it. And I was like, okay. So if you can prevent that from happening, okay, that's fine. But I can't promise you anything. So. Oh, excuse me, man. I'm just fighting this. I don't know what it is. Ugh, there's a bunch of phlegm going down my throat. That's not always entertaining. All right. Anyways, all right. So, a little story for you guys. So, let's get back into this and see what happens. And I'm going to take out my iPhone charger because I'm probably going to need that because I'm pretty sure the battery's no good on this anymore. What was I doing? Making some drone, moving some stuff. Oh, I need to. Okay, so let's connect all this back and let's close up all the sharp stuff so I don't stab myself because, you know, that'd be entertaining. And we'll see how it goes. And yes, I'm very OCD when it comes to like organizing stuff. Even though I know I'm gonna pull all this stuff out anyways, I just like to keep everything clear. And I'm gonna need that outlet. All right, let's move this camera back down. Boop. Booty boop. Boop. There we go. Okay, so should only be 3 connections. 1, 2, 3. That should hopefully stay put. Yeah. Actually, hold on for a second, guys. See, told you. I was just going to end up grabbing my tools again. I want to make sure this is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I have a feeling I was supposed to put... I know that sticker was for one thing. Oh. Is it this one I need to put back on? Yeah, over the ribbon connector. Ooh, almost forgot about that. Because, you know, this ribbon connector needs protecting at all times. Absolutely ludicrous. Yeah, I just... The one faulty thing about my OCD or having OCD is like, it can't just be like good enough. It has to be like the exact place where you put it, or it's going to drive you nuts because even though you're not going to see it, you know for damn well that you didn't put it on like you're supposed to. Anyways, all right, so that's all set. Oh, okay. I'm praying to the lords of IT that this will work. even if the home button decides to flake out on me, as long as I didn't bust up the other thing. And of course, God forbid I try to put back on the old screen. That's never gonna happen. But it'll be funny though. Oh, sorry. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just reconnecting the ribbon cables that I removed earlier. I'm sorry that the angle kind of sucks, but I have to do it in this angle because the ribbon cables are so short. And they don't seem to be liking me right now either. Why are you being such a... Oh my God, seriously? Just please connect. That's all I want you to do. Listen, I've had a long time invested in this already. Can you just connect? Why are you not connecting? For real. It's always easier to remove stuff than connect stuff, right? And the thing about these ribbon cables, it's they're so precise that you can't get them crooked. If you put them off an angle, oh, I almost had it. There we go. If you put them off at an angle and you try to press in, you'll actually bend all the pins in, and that at that point there's no rescuing it. So just if you guys do decide to do this on your own, just remember it's not for the weak of heart. All right, so now what I could do is use my chin. Oh, don't slide. Don't slide, don't slide, don't slide. Okay. I could remove this battery preventer thingy-majig. Oh, shit. Now I would use my forehead. And I am just putting... I'm only placing the screw for the battery connector. I'm not going to do the other one yet, just in case I have to redo the screen and whatnot. So, okay, moment of truth. Let's plug this in. And if it turns on, I see the Apple logo, I'm halfway there. Next thing is to test the home button. See if that bad boy works. And if it does, awesome. If it doesn't give me a whole Touch ID doesn't work with this iPad or cannot detect yada yada yada, then I'm like, oh crap, then that's I know it's... If it gives me that, then I know the home button doesn't work anymore. But if it doesn't give me that and it goes right to the lock screen, then I should be good to go. All right, here we go. And it should... The battery's dead. Christ. Of course the battery's dead. Why would it not be dead? Oh, my God. Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave this thing running, and I'm going to leave the stream running. And you guys can tell me if it works. No one's even watching anymore. This is just going to be another replay for the... for Facebook, but that's all right. People could watch this if they're bored and fast forward or something. What about the Rhino? All right, guys. I'm just gonna let this charge. I'll still leave the live feed going, and oh, okay. So good. Look, I pressed the home button, and that came up. That's a really good sign. So that means the home button is actually, well, at least it recognizes the pressing. So I just basically have to wait for it to have enough power for it to actually boot up. So I'm going to go take a small break, give this probably 10, 15 minutes. Like I said, I'll leave the live feed going, and hopefully that Apple logo will pop right up, and then I could jump for joy. There we go. And then, yeah. And then I get to basically take the screen off, put the adhesive on, and stick this whole thing back together and pray to sweet Jesus that everything will be fine. So, all right, I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. Okay. Not sure if that was long enough for it to charge, but let's see what happens. Oh, okay. What activation required? What the hell is this? All right. Did she wipe it? Okay. I don't think she is awake, but I will try regardless. I should have asked her this before, but I figured if there was one. But the good news is, see how I'm pressing it and it's going right to the screen? Normally, before that, it would say, hey, by the way, your Touch ID isn't working. So let's see. Pass code for the iPad, question mark. All right. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to end the stream because it's an hour and 40 minutes in almost. So I'm not going to waste any more everybody's time. So good news is that it's working. So now all I have to do is basically put the whole thing back together and all that stuff. So am I disappointed? Not quite, because I know it works. Not everything is 100%. The only thing that's not working is just a little sensor. But once again, I will still reiterate how much Apple is such a pain in my butt, and not just me, but other people who do repairs like these. Like I said before, I did the iPhone 7 Plus, and they paired the home button to the screen. So you have to go to Apple or a authorized repair so they could repair it. Excuse me. And like little things like this, I just, oh man, it's annoying. That's what it is. It's more annoying than anything else. But excuse me. Anyways, so where was I saying? Yeah. So screen repair, it works. Freelance computing. You can find me on YouTube and on Facebook. I know this video has been quite long, but if you liked what you saw, I appreciate the like. If you disliked it, you know which button to hit. Yeah, so I will put a link in the description below in the YouTube live of the iFixit kit and the Pro Turf, who actually gave me their iPad to replace. If you guys need, if you're around the Pelham, New Hampshire area, definitely go through Pro Turf. They're a great company. They're a great group of people, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. And all I had was a salad for dinner, so I'm starting to get hungry and have low blood sugar and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.